Welcome to U.S. Sailing's Rolex International Women's Keelboat Championship here at the Rochester Yacht Club. Hi, I'm Tucker Thompson, and this is one of the premier women's sailing events in the world. 36 teams have traveled from all four corners of the country and around the globe just to be here.
Hi, I'm Ann from Duluth, Minnesota.
Hi, I'm Connie Bloom. I sail on Lake Superior.
Kate Keene, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
In San Francisco, California.
Denton, Texas.
Oklahoma City Boat Club.
Alcott Yacht Club, Alcott, New York.
From Rochester, New York.
I'm Emily Raleigh from Long Beach Island, New Jersey.
We're from Canada! Go Canada!
It's all good in the hood. We're from Hood River, Oregon, and we are really excited to be here.
Yesterday was the first official day of racing, and the fleet was treated to little to no wind. Regatta PRO Hank Stewart kept the sailors on the water as long as possible under postponement, before finally calling it a day and heading back to the Rochester Yacht Club. All was not lost, as the competitors were treated to a spectacular evening at the Artisan Works. As the fleet heads back out on the water today, conditions look promising with a solid southerly breeze as we prepare for race number one. The fleet spread out across the line in a freshening breeze. 3, 2, 1. Most of the bows to my eye look over, and that was the gun. Only an individual recall. Lots of boats were over early. Only some are heading back. As the top three bows start to poke out, it's no surprise Sally Barco, an Olympian, Anna Tunnicliffe, a former gold medalist, and Ann Hager, College Sailor of the Year, are pulling forward. The left side starts to pay off, and Sally Barco opens up an early lead. Perfect ley line call from so far out on the left-hand side. Barco tacks at the top mark in the lead. Also from the left on port, it's Megan Jordan in second. Last year's winner, Anna Tunnicliffe, tacks inside a high-risk maneuver, and she'll have to shoot up without hitting the mark. Just behind her and to windward, it's Donna Faust. Lots of boats approaching from the left-hand side. Certainly wreaks havoc when the starboard tackers meet them here at the top of the track. Jennifer Grant and crew up from Florida wrestle the Spinnaker up, and it fills the fleet now heading downwind. Well, this event started with a hurricane and then yesterday's no wind, but today, absolutely perfect conditions. This first race is reminiscent of the Women's Keelboat Championship in Houston in '07. There are 35 boats, and then there is Sally Barco. The entire fleet approaches the leeward gates. This left-hand side is favored, and that's where we find Barco heading back upwind. Second place, Donna Faust, just ahead of Kristen Lane. And plenty more action behind them, particularly at this left-hand side. Ooh, whoa! That was a huge collision. The skipper actually got hit, and that was Corey Sertle. And that was Sarah Enright. She pulls the protest flag. The course has been changed to the left. The majority of the fleet heads that way, and our U.S. sailing judges are in position when the boats get close. Barco heads up the middle, but it's tough to protect both the left and the right. And from the right, number 31, Donna Faust, is now in the lead. Anna Tunnicliffe joins the mix. She's now moved into second place as we head into the top mark. Just behind them is the current College Sailor of the Year, Allie Bletcher, and that is a who's who of women's sailing here in the top four. Former Rolex Yachtswoman of the Year, Corey Sertle, local champion here in Rochester, just to leeward of 23, Marike Poulet. Downwind on a Faust heads to the right, looking towards the finish line with Tunnicliffe and Barco out to the left. But at the finish, the race belongs to this event's defending champion, Anna Tunnicliffe. But how would you like to be on the race committee for 2nd through 5th? It's tough to call. The fleet has regrouped on the line for the start of race 2. Sails luffing, bows poised, very much like a dinghy start. There is the gun, and we're off. Too many boats jump the gun. It's a general recall. So it's round 2 for race 2, and this time the fleet more behaved with an eye over Zulu flag, and there's the gun. 2 groups, one at the committee boat end, definitely some over earlies, and a few fighting it out down here at the pin. In a large right-hand shift, most of the fleet is on starboard except for Margaret Hurley, clearing out on port. Up the beat, it's Bridget Wojtrowski, number 28, and Carol Cronin, number 5, that make the left side work. Also from the left, it's Katja Sertle, a local junior star and the daughter of Corey Sertle. Her goal, to do well enough in this regatta to sail in front of her mother. Well, how about this? 2nd place behind Carol Cronin at the top mark. And Kristen Werner tucks in just behind in 3rd. High-risk move for Dawn Shumway, number 34. Attack onto port doesn't quite work. Neither does luffing head to wind, but she tries to make the mark. Downwind, you can see the lanes of breeze coming across the course. Keeping eyes backwards is key as the fleet spreads out. Downwind, the fight for the front is very close between Kirsten Warner, number 36, to windward, and Carol Cronin, 05, here to leeward. At the leeward gates, no surprise to see a split. Werner off to the right, Cronin takes the left. The fleet splits the mark evenly as well. Like the downwind run, the fleet is spread out upwind across the course as well. Susan Mattis Turnham, number 27, is one of the leftmost boats. At the top mark, it is Kirsten Warner in charge of Cronin and the rest of the fleet. And the finish goes to a former winner of this regatta, Carol Cronin. And Katja Sertle gets 2nd place.
I'm Katja Sertle and I'm from Rochester. This is the first time that I'll be sailing against my mom in the Rolex regatta. She's definitely had a lot more time in the boat with the people she's sailed with than I have. So just probably being really smart about the conditions and just trying to outplay her.
Back on the line, it's another I over Z flag start. Definitely at least one boat over early. That was the gun. And the next flag is up. For most of the fleet, it's an upwind drag race on starboard. Leading the leftmost group is Corey Sertle, but she'll have to check in with the fleet soon. With one eye on the rest of the fleet behind and the other on victory, Sally Barco rounds in first place. Bridget Weiss-Trowski just crosses in front of Kirsten Warner. Behind is Team McLaren, Anna Tunnicliffe. And finally, number 25, Sonja Sanchez, rounds out the top. And a right-hand shift has a lot of boats jibing on port right after the set. At the leeward mark, it's Barco again. And about 10 lengths behind, it's Anna Tunnicliffe. This right-hand mark is definitely overcrowded. Upwind, Barco keeps Tunnicliffe in check. At the top mark, it's Team McLaren about 30 seconds behind the lead. And in third, up from Annapolis, Maryland, it's Joanne Fisher. Fortunately for them, the top three are well separated from the rest of the fleet. Making a strong statement, Sally Barco and crew seal the deal at the finish. Well, today was certainly worth the wait as Lake Ontario delivered a picture-perfect day of sailing for all the competitors. And Sally Barco is off to an early lead. The question is, can she maintain that lead for the rest of the week? The fleet is on their way back off the water to be treated to a party here at the Rochester Yacht Club, of course hosted by Rolex. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage. There's more to come tomorrow. I'm Tucker Thompson. We'll see you then.